Following the return of the core flames of reason and death, Aquila is the only titan that we still need to campaign against. Finan asks us to recreate the past, and he repeatedly challenges the Flame Reaver to hone his abilities. The Flame Chase journey's triumphant conclusion draws nigh, yet a sudden disturbance occurs in the Holy City. Using the Council of Elders and the Cleaners, Aglaya made sure that her fall paved the road forward for the Flame Chase. Amidst his grief, Finan takes up the mantle of leadership, giving a speech to unite the people. Cypher also returns on a mission, promising to protect Kefali's core flame while the Flame Chase party is away from the city. With the help of the Twilight Courtyard's last descendant of the sky, Hyacinth, the party ascends to Aquila's flying fortress. Hyacinth resolves to fulfill the duty passed down over generations of her family, only to discover that the glorious feat of Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight campaigning against Aquila was nothing more than a blood-stained lie. At the same time, in the city of the dead dragon's bones, Cypher contends with the Flame Reaver who comes seeking the core flame. Though she holds out for some time, she is no match and is slain in the end. But she had already given Kefali's core flame to Spirit Thief Bartolos, ordering them to wait for an opportunity to deliver the core flame to Finan and the others. The Flame Chasers fight together to defeat the Sky Titan, which has become a combined being of the god and immortal. As they are trying to escape from the Eye of Twilight, the Dawn device suddenly goes out, and Hyacinth is forced to return the core flame early and remain in the sky to bear divine authority, becoming the protector of the people. Following Cypher's death, the divine power of trickery dissipates, and the 1,000-year dawn of Akama that is sustained by her lie comes to an end. The Holy City is met with the merciless invasion of the Black Tide as the powerful Flame Reaver moves in ever closer.
Hello, Gaming Spear. How are you doing? Nice to meet you here. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you as well.
Casterus,
We're just playing this one. We're doing
Cartoonus,
some recaps, so
Holy City Guards, and Don Hung
have the
all
lore.
lay their lives
with
on
us.
the line so that the Deliverer would have a chance to complete the mission. After making sure that I would remain safe, Finan enters the vortex of Genesis.
It's all good. It's all good.
alone.
Hope you're doing a good day as well. Start this now.
Peaceful days are like breezes.
Talk to the guard
carrying
and
the
meet
scent
up
of
with
wheat
Dan
fields.
Hang.
Please stay close to us. We need to rendezvous with.
Okay. Yes. Skip the current dialogue. Story summary. With the guards at your side, you made your way to Dan Hang, who was locked in battle with the Flame Reaver. It was time to team up and get out of Emporius. Bro, I love that they add that one now. The skip one and story recap. It's not everyone can. Main character appearing, Dan Hang, story recap, story summary. When you ran with the Dan Hang, you found the Flame Reaver somehow standing stiff and still. Wasting no time, you and the guards slipped away from the chaos.
Find it. Is he going to be all right? Believe in his resolve to save Akama.
Escape from Emporius. That's cool. Skrullum showed up and revealed that Emporius was a data world which has fallen onto the path of destruction and was on the brink of spawning a Lord Ravager. You volunteered to stay behind as a mole, and Skrullum handed you the Chronocognitive Anchor. That's the teleport. Fast travels. I think that's the thing for the fast travel thing. March 7 stumbled into an unfamiliar space, confused and alone. A mysterious voice called to her in the name of the Remembrance, guiding her toward a door. She stilled herself and stepped forward. Bro, maybe she is the Remembrance. Chronocognitive anchor. Even the pet, even, even the pet is here. Bro, but the pet is sleeping. That is okay. Never mind.
They're lying to you. Turn back now. Another wait. Master Diviner? From the Fush? Master Diviner. What brings
Okay, inside this strange space, March 7 met Fushuan who urged her to keep going through the Gate of Memory, saying it may help her recover the memory she lost in the past. I think we're gonna have an upgrade with the Memory of Chaos, probably.
beyond the Gate of Memory?
We're gonna have an upgrade there. We're gonna add maybe one more endgame for sure, for sure.
Your memories. Don't let those bad people deceive you. The gate. Now it's you two. Hey guys.
Yeah, March 7 saw you and Dan hang in the unknown space, cheering her on to go through the Gate of Memory and move forward to trailblaze a new world together. What is happening here?
Step into your past, March. Find your true self.
Wake up! Slow down!
Okay, Cyrene appeared, shattering the illusion of Memory Keepers had spun and trying to stop March 7 from crossing the Gate of Memory to enter Emporius. However, March 7, who was concerned for her companions' safety, still chose to enter Emporius. Bro, so March 7 is gonna be with us here. Nice! As a vortex of Gen. Yes. Okay. You and Mem return to the Vortex of Genesis in search of Pinon, just in time to witness the return of the final core flame and the beginning of the Era Nova ritual. Nice. So where's that? Stats with Pinon. 59, 192. And we're still struggling like real bad. We're almost done here as well.
Look, there's Finan. And wait.
Lycus? And you?
Okay, you found Finan with Ligus at the Vortex of Genesis. Ligus revealed that the world-bearing Titan trial was about shouldering the entire world, and Era Nova meant that the new world would be reshaped by Finan based on his memories. What? Bro. Finan's a god.
You
Without you, we could never have
never
reached.
reached
We're gonna skip this.
I prophesied tomorrow. Thank you for walking this path with me to the end. Behold, oh gods, and for
Ligus began the ritual chant. The soul of Demigus is stirred, appearing once again at the Vortex of Genesis. With Pinon, you returned Caphelia's core flame and started the Era Nova ritual.
What a magnificent and epic adventure. The hero's journey reaches its end, and the truth behind the Aeronova is about to be revealed. Is that truly the case? Here, as the Theoros, allow me to humbly request that you find a moment to listen to what I have witnessed. This is about the nature of Amphorius itself, a story of the prime mover of life. My, what a broad topic this is. Where shall we start? Got it. Let's start at the very beginning. The Big Bang, the birth of particles, the emergence of all things. Just kidding. What I mean to say is that time, space, matter, all concepts exist solely because we perceive them. This is called the erudition. Without it, the universe would merely be a chaotic book written by chance, yet unread by anyone. As your acquaintance, Lord Anaxagoras, suggested, everything
The Legis mentioned that if a certain scepter could solve the prime mover of life, it might catch the gaze of another eon and be reborn through Amphoria. Apotheosis. All of it was tied to Amphorius's deepest truth. Okay.
Take this wish with you. Be the one who begins it all. As the prophecy foretold, you will bear the blazing sun until the pale dawn breaks. Continue onward, bearing this world of
Pinon woke in the golden wheat field of Aedis Elysia, his hometown. In his dream, he heard a prophecy. You will bear the blazing sun until the pale dawn breaks. Okay, you appeared in Aedis Elysia to Pinon. You were the one companion who mattered most in his life. Ligus explained that you were in Pinon's memory, and he hoped that you would witness Pinon's growth. What? So we are in his memories, huh?
Awake now? Great.
Finan! Show me how to use a sword like you do!
Wait.
Hey, Finest! Where are you headed? No Cyrene today?
That's exactly where I'm going.
What if Cyrene is Marcel?
Found you. That's...
Oh.
Goodness, look at you rushing about. You've got the poor swing all startled.
And the voice is Marcel. Told you.
Something wrong? What do you see?
Oh,
Never mind.
nothing much. Just suddenly felt a strange connection. Look at you, leaves in your hair. Were you sleeping in a...
Sharon greets you too warmly and said your current identity was a foreign warrior bound to Pinan by a training pact. Then she suggested a divination game, and you all set off to find the prophecy card used for divination.
In a village this size, I bet all our childhood treasures are exactly where we hid them.
Time must be keeping them safe for us.
Find oracle cards in the barn. Find oracle cards. So, I'm gonna finish it quick.
Well, those were the days. We always meet either by that statue in the village or right here.
Right? And I remember you never used the front door when you wanted me to come play. You always...
You headed to the Sacrament Courtyard, which Irene called her secret base. She lived here alone. You split up to look for the prophecy card, find and check the yard, while you and Cyrene took the second floor.
I wonder what the view's like from up there. Worth checking out.
Okay.
The girl before you carries an air of mystery, her secrets elusive. Yet you can't help but wonder, could there really be some...
The view here hasn't changed a bit, you know? Besides the swing...
Okay, you and Cyrene looked out on the second floor over Hades Elysia. Cyrene admits she believed in prophecies but felt uncertain about the future. Then, Pinan called out to you two. You found the cards.
Here it is! This is the box where we kept the cards.
When you opened the box containing the prophecy cards, you discovered the cards has been replaced by a strange letter. Cyrene figured the fairies were up to mischief again and proposed leading the way to find the Membrance Maze. Okay? Go to Membrance Maze then.
Light up the dark.
The entrance should be around here.
No one has visited the fairs in ages, so the entrance of the Membrance Maze was all grown by weeds. Pinan cleared the way in seconds.
Pretty sure this is it. Should be this way. There it is! The entrance! That hollow in the tree.
Okay.
Once you get through the tight squeeze in the hollow, you'll reach their dwelling, the Membrance Maze.
Remembrance.
I wonder if I can still squeeze through there.
Cyrene explained that only children with pure heart could enter the Membrance Maze, and she had a feeling that fate's good gear would turn because of this. You discovered the entrance, and one by one you all entered the maze. Mac Jokestar, hello!
I made it! Oh, that was
Zup.
easy. I can't remember the last time.
Wait a minute. Are you?
Oh, this is Mem.
Look who it is! Rini and Snowy!
She's a fairy, huh? Okay.
Wow! Look who's finally back, Memmy!
Ah, no, it's not Mem. It's a different one. Inside the maze are Rally Mem. Welcome, Pine and Cyrene. She said the prophecy card were taken by the fairies on orders from the Mem village chief, who wanted to use this ploy to see the Pinan and Cyrene face to face again.
That's it! This
Nice.
way, everyone!
So this is Rally Mem.
Watch your step. The trunk's slippery.
Yeah, the voice was different. So
Rini and Snowy.
so when are we gonna see Mem?
branches grow?
Dolly Mem.
Which way does the wind blow?
What do I have? The village chief Dolly Mem handed the prophecy cards to Cyrene. The chief had a feeling the maze was about to welcome new fairies, which meant a calamity was coming to the outside world. Whoa. Dolly Mem continues to explain in greater
But if
details.
that's the case,
Pine and Cyrene were both hoping to venture into the outside world to study, but with calamity looming, they began to hesitate. Cyrene turned to the prophecy cards to define to divine their future destinies. Pine drew the card named the Deliverer. Is Siren gonna give all the cards to
The
everyone?
sleepy village of Ides Elysiae, in just one fleeting moment, welcomed an array of legendary
Yeah.
figures. The Weaver, Gatekeeper, Ruler, Traveler. Their stories and wishes showed the village boy glimpses of a world larger than he'd ever imagined. They brought tales of raging battles.
So that's when it started. Yeah, and Pine and Siren read the fates revealed by the rest of the cards. The words and visions of legendary figures painted Pine's earliest image of the world beyond.
The Deliverer. This card again.
Dolimem and Siren interpreted the Deliverer card, believing Pinon was destined to carry the world. Just like Kefale, the rest of the cards unveiled to future allies who would stand by his side. Oh, look at that. Traveler, Servant, and Healer. So the Servant is gonna be... Oh, let's see, let's talk to them.
Well, if it isn't our little deliverer, my wish. Just let me wine and dine and soak up the sun for another millennium or two, right? Princess, home buddy.
Cypher, that's not how I see it. My one wish is to find that missing piece in my life. To feel someone's embrace once more. For someone with all those
Ouch! Right for the jugular. What about our friend from the grove?
My wish came true before I touched the sky. I transformed my youth.
Travel long for a life of peace and plenty. The servant yearned for a warmth of a human embrace. The healer wished to save more lives dear to her heart. They dreamed of a gentler world. Okay. Naxia and that guy. Giver.
Personal wishes.
As for the wishes, the Weaver dreamed only before the era novel. The Gatekeeper hoped to guide all the lost by the radiant chant of prayer. The Scholar.
Fine, my student.
The Scholar declined to voice a wish, claiming his great work was complete. What remained was for the Deliverer to carry out its proof. After the Era Nova, the Scholar shall rise as a new Titan. Damn.
Finan? Since when?
The ruler, having weathered countless deaths, still could not withstand the Flame Reaver's blade driven into his back. His final wish, a duel face-to-face with the Flame Reaver to cleave that pitch-black mask with his own hands. So revenge. Yeah, revenge. Diba no?
So tell me,
Fearing the coming catastrophe, Finan believed that he would stay behind to protect Hades Elysia. He asked Cyrene to give him the Deliverer's card. At that moment, news of a terrible calamity comes from outside the maze.
What's going on?
The Black Tide had come to Hades Elysia. Only the Membrance Maze remained untouched, but Finan decided to take his weapon and stepped out of the maze to defend the village from the Black Tide's monster flooding in. Bro.
Red.
Finan fought with everything he had, only to realize the Black Tide could twist villagers into mindless beasts who only wanted to kill. He had to fight his friends and sank into deep pain and despair.
When the black tide arrived,
Aedes Elysia fell under the black tide, and Finan bid farewell to his homeland that was reduced to ash. Guided by the call within his heart, he set off for a long journey to Kema to protect all that was worth saving. At just this moment, Miley led the Kremnonians detachment to Okama, demanding a duel to win his people the right to live as equals in the Holy City. With Aglae's mediation, Finan agrees to fight on Okama's behalf. I see.
Is this your idea of an honorable duel?
Bloodshed isn't the way. We and Aggie don't want to see Chrysoceres turn on each other. True warriors know when to sheathe their blades. The impartial Talantin shall oversee this duel. You need only place your offerings upon their scales. Something that has more weight than the fate of the world.
Which means only those who understand the world's weight are worthy to carry it. Is this how you plan to test our convictions? Well, Kremnoan, looks like you won't be able to punch your way through this one.
It makes no difference. One last chance, new recruit. Walk away and I'll spare your life. Otherwise, come and face me. I'll give you a warrior's death.
Hard to imagine they once clashed like this. Holy Maiden, I can't help but feel like a pawn that has stumbled into some greater political game.
I think
Every hero was once a child, and every child must grow.
what we have overseen by Trinan, the duel between Finan and Maide was redefined. Both sides would place an item on Talantan scale, something heavier than the fate of the world. The Law Titan would decide the victor.
Amazing. Talantan may have fallen, but their scale...
I hope you still remember your purpose, new recruit.
You seem awfully confident, Kremnoan.
For your information, in Castrum Kremnos, the punishment as were in foreign lands, the signet of Kremnos.
The ring.
Don't push your luck. Just know that Kremnos is
So
thousand.
to him, glory and the very destiny that might... Now this is a tough one. What can I possibly offer against a ring that signifies so much?
You and Finan met Cyrene at the Temple of the Three Fates. She suggested offering the Deliverer card, each with the resolve to carry the past and walk towards the future, and ask you to walk under the scale with the card.
Talantin, the fair, the just, they of honest in the name of the Holy Maiden of...
Your offering is
Yes, a flimsy little card.
interesting. Very.
It's...
The scales. Talantin is deliberating on the out...
This is... But I believe...
Hear thee, children, the one whose offering we...
The scale tipped in Pinan's favor. The Deliverer card bore not only his resolve, but the world's call for a deliverer. Pinan and Maide shook hands, making peace, and joined forces on the Flame Chase journey. I just told you that what happened just now differed from the Flame Chase journey you lived through. What you'd seen was Pinan's earliest memory, one holding unique and significant meaning for the Aranova ahead.
This is a...
The demigods in the prophecy were all present. The Flame Chaser pushed forward, their faint light cutting through the endless night. From here, the path mirrored the one you know until the final chapter of the Flame Cage journey. Let's see. As Pine and Siren watched Okaima falling to the back tide, they believed they had to complete the Aeronova as quickly as possible. Together, they headed for the Temple of the Three Fates, where Siren reclaimed the core flame of Time Titan. Phoenix handed Pine and Siren to the core flame of Time, and